Stay with me, Lord, for it is necessary to have you present so that I do not forget you. You know how easily I abandon you. Stay with me, Lord, because I am weak, and I need your strength, that I may not fall so often. Stay with me, Lord, for you are my life, and without you I am without fervor. Stay with me, Lord, you are my light, and without you I am in darkness. Stay with me, Lord, to show me your will. Stay with me, Lord, so that I hear your voice and follow you. Stay with me, Lord, for I desire to love you very much and always be in your company. Stay with me, Lord, if you wish me to be faithful to you. Stay with me, Lord, for as poor as my soul is, I want it to be a place of consolation for you, a nest of love. Stay with me, Jesus, for it is getting late and the day is coming to a close, and life passes. Death, judgment, eternity approaches. It is necessary to renew my strength so that I will not stop along the way, and for that I need you. It is getting late and death approaches. I fear the darkness, the temptations, the dryness, the cross, the sorrows. Oh, how I need you, my Jesus, in the light of exile. Stay with me tonight, Jesus, in life with all its dangers. I need you. Let me recognize you as your disciples did at the breaking of the bread, so that Eucharist communion be the light which disperses the darkness, the force which sustains me, the unique joy of my heart. Stay with me, Lord, because at the hour of my death I want to remain united to you. If not by communion, at least by grace and love. Stay with me, Jesus. I do not ask for divine consolation because I do not merit it, but the gift of your presence, oh yes, I ask this of you. Stay with me, Lord, for you alone I took for your love, your grace, your will, your heart, your spirit, because I love you and ask no other reward but to love you more and more. That prayer was one of St. Padre Pio's, and it's one prayer that really explains his whole life, because ever since he was a little kid, born in Italy, he just loved God and wanted to get closer to him and be with him more. And in the prayer, it says stuff like, stay with me, Lord, for as poor as my soul is, I want to be a place of consolation for you, a nest of love. Stay with me, Lord, if you wish me to be faithful to you. And he just wants him and God to be one, or together as one. And that really explains him and what he wanted to do. He just spent his whole life trying to get closer to God and be more like him. Not only did St. Padre Pio dedicate his whole life just on getting closer to God and having the best relationship possible with him, but he also suffered on earth, and he was blessed with the stigmata, which was actually the wounds Jesus was given when he was crucified. And there's many people are like, that's not possible, that couldn't have happened, but all the doctors of this time were so confused as they examined the wounds. They didn't know how to diagnose them and were forced to believe Padre Pio's miracle was really true. Fortunately, today we still have records of what Padre Pio said about what happened when he got the stigmata, and he says, it all happened in a flash. While all this taking place, I saw before me a mysterious person, similar to the one I had seen on August 5th, differing only because his hands and feet and side were dripping blood. The sight of him frightened me. What I felt at the moment is indescribable. I thought I would die, and would have died if the Lord hadn't intervened and strengthened my heart, which was about to burst out of my chest. The person disappeared, and I became aware that my hands, feet, and side were pierced and were dripping with blood. And so you can see that it was just like a huge miracle, and one of the miracles that allowed St. Padre Pio to actually become a saint and to be honored in this manner. as he should be by all Catholics and everybody, actually, because he's a very fascinating guy, and who wouldn't want to learn about him? As you can probably tell, Padre Pio was a very influential saint in Catholic life back then and today. And I have a couple of fun facts about him. First one is that ever since Padre Pio was like a little kid, everybody around him could tell that they said he was a special child of God. And by the age of 10, he knew his destiny, that he was going to become a priest, and that's what he wanted to do. Another one is that Padre Pio was the first ever priest that had the stigmata. And I thought it was really cool that I found on the internet that 100,000 people attended his funeral, which is clearly a lot of people, and that just shows how special of a guy he was, that many people followed him. I'm glad that you watched this video and got to learn about Padre Pio, because he is a very special guy in history that everybody should know about. So thank you and goodbye.